Less than a month after a 13-year-old boy was hit and killed on dangerous stretch of road in Eagan, the community and lawmakers are working together so it doesn't happen again.
That road is in Eagan, and this morning Kaya is there live. Kaya, doesn't look like traffic's much of a problem right now.
Well, we want to show you what it looks like during the morning commute. And yeah, not a lot of traffic. It is still early, but neighbors say it gets busy. And when it does, it is just not safe for kids who are trying to make their way to school. So here's what's happening today. State Representative Lori Halverson, she's hosting a forum. It's from 6:30 to 8:30 tonight at the Eagan Community Center. So Halverson is bringing in experts who design and plan safe routes to school, but the floor will also be open to, for comments and questions from the community. So this is now reaching a state lawmaker, and already it's reached the school district, the county, and take a look, city council.
When I found out that he died, I was in tears because he was a really good friend of mine. And I think you should make the speed limit like a little lower.
Right here, there is a bike painted white in honor of Patrick Vitek. That's the 13-year-old who was killed while biking to school, to a middle school. And you'll notice back there, though, there is an elementary school. So you guys, a lot of kids are on this road.
Obviously a dangerous stretch of road. Hopefully they come up with a good solution. Thanks, Kaya.
We're taking you live now from D.C. We're just hours away from the start of a dramatic 3 days of testimony in the impeachment inquiry. You've got 9 officials testifying publicly between today and Thursday. And here's the name you need to remember: Ambassador Gordon Sondland. Sondland is the one-time Trump donor who says he personally told a top official of in Ukraine that U.S. military aid was tied to political investigations wanted by President Trump. The big question for Sondland: was he acting on his own, or was he acting on the orders of the president? More on this story coming up at 6:30.
Now here's a look at today's other top stories in your morning rush. A terrifying moment for a Robbinsdale mom as someone stole her car at a Hy-Vee gas station with her young daughter inside. Jana Al-Malki says a man got into her car as she was putting air in her tires. Luckily, the man let the 4-year-old girl out of the car shortly after taking it.
I was literally screaming like, my daughter, and their people are already on their phone.
Officers eventually found the car abandoned a few miles away. No one is arrested. We now know the name of the man shot and killed in Minneapolis over the weekend. Officers found 30-year-old Mohammed Ahmed Hassan dead near the Stone Arch Bridge. That's in the Marcy Homes neighborhood, an area police say has seen a 27% jump in violent crimes in the past year. We're learning more about what a 5-cent grocery bag fee would look like in Minneapolis. It would apply to each plastic or paper bag used, and also to any reusable bags you buy in store. The retailer would keep the fee. Residents on food assistance programs such as WIC or SNAP would not have to pay. Farmers markets, restaurants, food trucks, and dry cleaners would be exempt. Listen up, animal lovers. The Minneapolis Animal Care and Control Shelter wants their pets to have a home for the holidays. So this Friday, they are waiving all adoption fees. All adoption fees will be handled on a first-come, first-served basis. And that's your Tuesday Morning Rush.
And now in our digital dive, this story has hundreds of you talking right now on our KARE 11 Facebook page. After years of criticism, Chick-fil-A announced they're making some big changes to their donation policies. A lot of people, they love Chick-fil-A chicken, but not everyone loves where their money goes. The popular fast food chain has been criticized in the past for supporting organizations that oppose same-sex marriage, like the Salvation Army and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Now the company says they fulfilled their obligations to these charities and they're moving forward. And they're actually focused on giving in 3 different areas: hunger, homelessness, and education. Chick-fil-A would also donate $25,000 to local food banks at every new restaurant opening next year, but hasn't ruled out any charities that could get future donations. You probably saw this story all over your social feeds yesterday, so here's what some of you are saying about it. Kyle said, I may not like where they donate to, but they are a private business, and as much they can donate their hard-earned money as they see fit. Until a company makes a better product with the same customer service, I'll still go there. And Ronald thinks if people don't like their beliefs, they can eat somewhere else. It's as simple as that. Good point there, Ronald. And Migos said unless they come forward with donations to LGBT-friendly and supportive charities, their efforts are wasted. The damage is done. Popeye's chicken sandwich is still a better sandwich. So if you want to chime in or read more about this, we do have that story posted right now at KaraLevin.com. But I do find the timing of all this suspect because, you know, Popeyes has been in the headlines for so long about their great chicken sandwich. So maybe they're changing their tune.
You think they need a little publicity, do you?
They need people talking about it.
I mean, that could be true. It could also be just the evolution, maybe, of their company and the way they're thinking.
True.
That could be it as well.
Right, we'll see.
Only they know.
All right, let's go to Sven now with our One Thing weather. Sven?
Yeah, mild day today. We are above freezing for most spots, but we did have a slushy coating of snow if you're in the East Metro, so watch out on some of the roadways there. Otherwise, most of us just wet roads and mild start to the day. We're headed up into the low 40s.
Yes, wet roads might be slick still in spots that are freezing, so give yourself extra time because we're dealing with this crash south of St. Paul, 35E at West 7th Street, blocking both the right and left shoulders. It is causing a minor slowdown right now, but drive time still looking good in that area. We'll have another update coming up in just a few minutes.
Time for Real Men Wear Gowns, where we put a light on health issues that are often overlooked in men. Today, it's all about finding and stopping health issues before they become symptomatic.
It's been well documented on Real Men Wear Gowns that guys need to do a better job of taking care of themselves. One of the best ways is preventative care. That means regular checkups.
By 35, making sure that we know kind of what the cardiovascular risk is for a patient. By age 45 or 50, knowing about risks like colon cancer, prostate cancer.
Dr. Dieter Heinz says it starts with a conversation.
The transparency is a very good thing to keep in mind. Many men are sometimes pleasantly surprised that their provider has had similar experience or has certainly had experience treating patients with common disease states, common concerns.
During an appointment, Dr. Heinz gathers an overview of the patient's health. Do they take day-to-day medications? Have they ever been diagnosed with an illness? Do they have any active symptoms? What is their family history?
Many people having fear of diseases that they may not actually be at risk for. So you might actually walk out of the doctor's office with tremendous reassurance that A, you're in good health, or B, you're actually at less risk than you thought you were.
Routine checkups, screenings, and tests can catch a disease before it starts, but health really begins with diet and exercise.
Try not to leap on to fad diets or anything, but moderate exercise most days of the week, portion control for your caloric intake, obviously avoiding known issues in terms of tobacco, overstimulant use.
Medical science has proven preventative care helps find and stop health issues before symptoms arise, but it's all useless unless you take the first step and make an appointment.
Amazon promises to get your packages to you as quickly as they can, but what do drivers go through to fulfill that promise? The new accusations that say your delivery comes at a cost to drivers. Then a man holds a young girl captive for hours, the moments as a girl was taken in broad daylight from her mother and their dramatic rescue.
And we just told you about that woman's car stolen in Robbinsdale with her daughter inside. Well, coming up in 20 minutes, I'm going to tell you ways to stay safe the next time you're at a gas station.